Good evening, I'm Ben. Are you ready for me, Chiltern people? Let's do this.
Bossy, fly around the world cause I'm bossy.
Oh, that's Wiley, Stefflon Don, John Paul with Idris Elba starting off with Bossy. It's a cold night, but Beth Ditto is going to light the fire for us. I love this track.
High in a stupor, sitting on the side of the road.
Oh, are you feeling me tonight, Chiltern people? Let's go crazy. Wow, that's Prince and Let's Go Crazy. Come on, let's rock out with me. Time to bounce. Blur, song 2. Oh, are you having your dinner? Do you want some duck sauce with that? If you just joined us, welcome to the party. I'm Ben. Nice to meet ya. It's time to get your freak on.
これからみんなでめちゃくちゃ踊って騒ごう騒ごう
Headbanger.
The thing is, before this show starts, you got to do the dishes, and only then you can get down. Timo Mass. Dance with me, Chiltern people. Oh, what a night it's going to be. Okay. Are you ready? I had a message from Tony H, one of my regulars in Chesham. Like before this song, I said, you can only get down if you do the dishes. And the message was, I've done the dishes, Ben. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Tony. Right, even if you don't like dancing, my intention is to make all of you dance that are listening. And I'm telling you now, the next track, you are going to dance. This is a first here at Chiltern Voice. I'm going to play you a song that's just been uploaded that I heard this week and I absolutely went crazy for. I was going to start the show with it, but I thought I'll save it till around about 8:30. So clear that traffic from your head. Make sure there's a space around your bodies because this is Sophie Tucker. Purple Hat. Are you ready?
Purple hat, cheetah print, dancing on the people rolled up.
I can't tell you how excited I was to play that tune. What a sexy number. No, don't sit down. You ain't finished dancing yet. Right, I think some of you may be a little bit tired, so now it's time to put the kettle on and make yourselves a cup of tea or coffee, because you should see me in a crown. Here we go, Chiltern people. This is the Ben Lemel Show. We got Wicket. Wicket has joined us, is listening. He sent me a message. Thanks so much, man. Welcome. Enjoy the show. I hear you, brother. I'll see what I can do later on for you with your requests. In the meantime, how about a bit of Adventures of Stevie V, Dirty Cash? Oh, let the memories flow, Chiltern people. I love this. The messages are coming in. We're bouncing. Sarah and Tony, they're bouncing. Right, this next track. Right, here we go. This next track is for Jinxie. Jinxie, you're going to go crazy for this one.
Malamente.
I got a lovely message here. Leanne says, I've been listening to the whole show so far. I got Andy, Wicket and Randy to tune in and listen. Been promoting on Twitter and Facebook. You're jamming. It's great. You're in your element. Oh, Leanne, that was so nice of you to do that. Thank you so much. You know I got soul. Here we go. I'm Ben. This is the Ben Lemel Show. Are you ready?
Pump up the jam.
That band's called Technotronic. This next track is called Technologic.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, melt logic.
Daft Punk. Wicket, you're going to go crazy for this one, my son. That one was especially for Wicket Gossip, Standing in the Way of Control. Leanne, I've got something very special for you right now. This is a track that came back on my radar because of the horror film Us. Are you ready, Leanne, for Loonies? I got 5 on it. This next one's going out for Cassie and Dave. A little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think. The Zephyr song, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Before I play the next track, years and years ago, my wife Clara, she's a big fan. You remember the 80s band Japan with David Sylvian? Well, they were playing, David Sylvian left Japan and then he started doing solo. He went solo and he was performing at the Royal Festival Hall and it was sold out. So I spoke to this guy on the box office and Clara didn't know this at the time. I said, look, if you get any returns at any time, if you call me back and sell me those tickets, wherever they are, I will write to your boss and say how helpful you are and professional. And he said, okay. And obviously I thought, I was trying I know I was pulling a fast one and obviously they've got restrictions of what they can and can't do. Anyway, weeks go by, probably about 2 months later, and I get this phone call and I didn't recognise who it was from. And this guy said, look, I think it's quite fortuitous, but a couple in America can't make it. And I've got 2 free tickets about five rows from the front in the centre. I couldn't believe it. So what I did was I got in touch with, I think, a local radio station. I think it could have been Heart at the time in London because we were living in the East End. And I got them to say at 3:10 on the day of the concert to say, Clara, if you're listening right now, get ready, you're going out. Ben's taking you out. So I had it all planned. Clara had no idea. And at the time, in the afternoon, I was playing the music really loud. I think it was a Thursday. And she started saying, will you turn that music down? I said, no, I'm listening to it. And we started having an argument. And during this argument, she suddenly heard the DJ on the radio, Clara Lemel, if you're listening, please get ready because your husband, Ben, is taking you out. And we really want to know what he's going to do. He hasn't told us. So Clara gets ready. I got a babysitter ready at the time because my son was just a baby at the time, and he isn't now. And so I got a chauffeur to take us from Leytonstone into the West End, into the Royal Festival Hall on the South Bank. And the traffic was so bad, we had to jump out, sneak on the Docklands Railway to get there. And bear in mind, everything was pre-planned, so I didn't have my wallet with me. We got and had a meal in the restaurant where the theatre was. And she had no idea what was going on. And then, when we walked into the auditorium, I had to ask her to look down to the ground because I didn't want to see any posters. And when we sat down in the auditorium, she still hadn't a clue what was going on. And I said to the pool of people around us, I said, look, excuse me, my wife here, it's a bit of a treat tonight. She's got no idea what's happening. Can you please sort of like turn your programmes and face it the other way so she has no idea? Anyway, they come on, David Sylvian and his band come on, and he's got a really distinct voice, right? The music plays, it's darkness, the light hasn't shined on his face, she has no idea what's happening, and then he starts singing. She breaks down in tears and looks at me, she says, oh my God, I'm 16 again. And how can I top that? Well, I'm about to play Japan. Clara, this one's for you, and it's one of my favourite songs from Japan. So hope you enjoyed that one. Gives you another flavour of what I'm about. Enjoy. John says, if you got time, could you play One by U2? Absolutely, mate. I'd love to. I hope you like that one, John. That's especially for you. One of U2's finest. Right, this next track, some of you your jaws are going to drop because you're going to say, wow, I haven't heard that in a long time. This is beautiful. Enjoy. I haven't heard that for years. Isn't that such a beautiful, haunting song? This next track, I remember walking down a road in Southend, Essex, where I was born. All right, yeah, you can call me Benny Essex. I'll go with that. I'll roll with that. And I heard this song through someone's window, and I knew there and then. I don't think I'll ever forget this track. It's my favourite track of theirs. And again, I haven't heard this one for a while. I love it how I change lanes in my show, all energetic and bouncing and dancing the first hour, and then the second hour it gets all emotional and nostalgic. But hey, I can do that. It's my show. So enjoy this one.
Who's that girl?
Eurythmics, Who's That Girl? Wow, can you imagine if those two got together again? What a cool concert that would be. All right, staying in a nice gentle vibe. Oh, we're going seriously old school. Enjoy. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you next week.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night.
If you want to be fitter, faster, leaner, lighter, stronger, then you need to reach out to Izzy Russell at Pure Fitness. Izzy is a Chesham-based personal trainer and lifestyle practitioner. Explore her website, purefitnessbucks.com. That's purefitnessbucks.com.